And that's where the concept of the genie comes from, spread from the ancient Middle Eastern roots. The Jinn were specifically recognized as lesser deities. They weren't gods, they were more than human but less than gods. And it wasn't until like the rise of Islam in the 7th century that they were later incorporated into the Quran and started to take the form and the personification that we recognize them for later. And then obviously Disney got a hold of it, and now we see them in a very specific way. But I have right behind me somewhere, right here, I have the Arabian Nights, and that's where the original story of Aladdin comes from. The Jinn, as portrayed in that, is very different than what we see in the Disney version. The Jinn, the Genie, they were said to occupy a parallel world to humans, and they could be friends, helpers, servants, or evil spirits. They weren't necessarily good or bad. One underlying theme that we see with devils, demons, and very strongly with genies is that they represent humans' struggle with trying to overcome nature in different ways. A lot of times it's portrayed as a magician or a sorcerer who encounters a devil or a demon or a genie, and then this battle of wits ensues from there on out. And it's usually like the sorcerer or the magician or whoever that person is, they think that their wisdom and or their trickery and their cunning enough to overcome and to outsmart this demon or this devil or this genie, only to discover later on that the genie or the demon or the devil was a few steps ahead of them, and they usually get caught in some sort of trap. And that's reflected in a lot of different stories, in a lot of different cultures, in a lot of different ways. So that's another archetype.